Hello friends, I am Anvesha and I welcome all of you to my channel Aspiring Banker Anvesha. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and also click the bell icon to get notified for the upcoming videos. I make videos on English for bank exams. So in this session today, I will be discussing some new pattern questions for your ECGC PO and IBPS clerk mains examinations. So these are all mains level questions. I hope you will enjoy the session. So let's start it. Guys, Unacademy is bringing loads of free test series. Believe me, there are many free test series, and to unlock all these free test series, use the coupon code Annie. Download the Unacademy app and use the coupon code Annie to unlock all the free test series. Okay. So the first one is Excellence Series for Quantitative Aptitude by Manish Grover sir, and this is for SBI PO 2021, and this has already started from 6th of Feb, and it is this test series. This test is conducted every Saturday at 7 p.m. followed by a free analysis. And not only this, the topper of the test gets a one-on-one session with Manish Grover sir, in which the topper can ask any doubt to sir. Okay. So don't forget to enroll in the test series. The links are given in the description box. Okay. The next is Perfection Test Series by Nimisha Bansal ma'am. This is also for free, and this is for RBI Grade B Prelims examination. Okay, and this starts on 7th of Feb. That is, it has already started, and it is conducted every Sunday at 5 p.m. followed by a free analysis session. Here, top 100 students get a Zoom session with Nimisha Bansal ma'am. So the link is given in the description box. Don't forget to click the link and enroll the free test series. The next is a practice test for IBPS clerk mains. Now this test is also available for free, and this is a subject wise test followed by full length analysis by top educators, and this starts on 8th of Feb. That is, this has already started, and it is conducted at 11 a.m. The first ranker gets a 1 month free subscription plus subscription of bank exams. The second ranker gets an Amazon gift voucher of 2000 rupees, and the third one gets 1000 rupees Amazon gift voucher. Now next is your test series for SBI Clerk Prelims, and this is a reasoning test with Ankush Lamba sir. This is also available for free, and this test is on 14th Feb and 28th Feb. So please mark your calendar and go to the link in the description box and enroll the test series. The timing is 1 p.m. You will get this reasoning test for free, and after the test you will get an analysis session by Ankush Lamba sir. This is going to be very beneficial for you, so please enroll in it. The first ranker will get a 1 month of free subscription of bank exams. The second one will get 2000 rupees Amazon gift voucher, and the third one will get 1000 rupees Amazon gift voucher. Okay, all the things that I have mentioned here is available for free. If you want to subscribe to Unacademy Plus, that is, if you want to prepare in a structured manner, and if you feel that you need the guidance of a teacher, then please use the coupon code Annie to get a 10% discount on Unacademy Plus subscription. After using the coupon code Annie, the prices will reduce, and on that you can also apply your credits. The credits that you have, you can apply those as well, so your prices will further decrease. Okay, don't forget using the coupon code Annie. Now let's start the session today. And 5 questions of this pattern were seen in the IBPS PO mains examination. Okay, so let's see. Ananya is often seen to be gazing at the sky and embracing its beauty. Many questions run through her mind. She seeks answer to why the sky is so vast and blue, why the birds fly and not walk, why the leaves of the trees are green. She keeps on pestering her mother with such questions. What kind of a person is Ananya? So from here you can easily understand that Ananya is a girl, is a child who has many questions in her mind. Okay, she looks at the sky, she looks at the blue sky and thinks, and thinks why the sky is so vast and blue. So this is the first question she has, and the question is unusual. Okay, not many people have this question. Why the birds fly and not walk? Have you ever thought? I don't think so. Why the birds fly and not walk? Why the leaves of the trees are green? So these are the questions that Ananya has. And what does she do? She keeps on pestering her mother with such questions. So she keeps on disturbing her mother with such questions. So she has many other questions in her mind as well, and she keeps on asking her mother. Okay. So what kind of a person is Ananya? Ananya is such a person who has many questions in her mind and who wants to know many things. That Ananya is such a person. Okay. So let's see. Let's look at the options. The first option is orthodox. Orthodox means conservative. A person who has old-fashioned beliefs. Okay. Second, assertive. Assertive means a person who is confident, who is very confident in expressing one's views. Okay, confident in expressing one's views, one's opinions, and you can also say strong-willed. A person who knows what he has to do and he does that. Okay, that is assertive. Domineering. Domineering means a person who dominates others. That is a dictator kind of a person. Dictator. A person who forcefully makes other people listen to him, like King Jong-un, right? Curious. Curious means a person who wants to know many things. That person is a curious person who has many questions. Reticent. Reticent means shy and reserved, introvert. So what kind of a person is Ananya? Ananya has many questions. She wants to know many things. So Ananya is a curious person. Option D is your answer. Okay. In this question, you have to fill in the blanks using words from the options. So let's see. It turns out that most people aren't strict utilitarian. Utilitarian means practical and useful. Okay. Feelings get in the way. If the trolley problem is framed slightly differently, such that to save 5 lives, you would have to push someone in front of the trolley, killing that individual in the process. Few people say they would do it. Even though the costs 1 life lost and benefits 5 lives saved are the same as before, there is something about physically forcing someone to their death, and these feelings overpower most people's moral judgments. Okay. Now if we see, we are talking about a trolley problem, okay? And in the trolley problem, there are 6 people. So, out of these 6 people, you can either save 1 person or 5 people. So, who will you save? You will of course save 5 people, right? So, in order to save these 5 people, you have to push this 1 person in front of the trolley. So, this means that you have to push the person in front of the trolley and kill him. Okay, so this is your trolley problem, right? So now let's look at the option. You would have to dash push someone. So here look at this part 2. 2 plus V1 push. So in the blank you will need an adverb to modify the verb push. Okay. So now let's look at the options. The first option is passively, then immediately, actively. Now passively. Can you passively push someone? What is the meaning of passively? Passively means to do something not actively. The opposite of actively is passively. So passively means to not get directly involved in something, right? To not get directly involved in something. But if you want to push someone, you have to get directly involved in it, because you have to push using your hands, otherwise you cannot push. So passively is incorrect here. Okay, so the first option is incorrect. So if one is incorrect, then if you look at the options, then option C is incorrect, because option C has 1 in it. C is incorrect. D also has 1 in it. D is incorrect. E also has 1 in it. So E is also incorrect. So we are left with A and B. So we need to check both 2 and 3. We cannot help it. Okay. So in 2 we have immediately. So you have to immediately push someone in front of the trolley. Yes, this is correct. Actively, you have to actively push someone. Yes, this is also correct, because you have to do the job actively using your hands. Okay, so this is also correct. So both are correct here. Now we will look at the second blank. Okay, so there is something dash about physically forcing someone to their death. There is something dash about physically forcing someone to their death. There is something abhorrent and repugnant. So what are the meanings? Abhorrent and repugnant. So abhorrent means hateful. Okay. And repugnant also means hateful and repellent. Something that repels you, something that you don't want to get involved with. So here if we see, both abhorrent and repugnant fits, because it is really hateful. It is really hateful to push someone to his death. So the correct answer is only 2 and 3, that is option B. Next question. Before the Second World War and its immediate aftermath, the history of creativity might seem to lack its object. The word was not much in circulation. So this means that that before the Second World War and its immediate aftermath means what? And immediately after it, or as a consequence of the Second World War, the history of creativity was not very popular. Okay, this word was not much in circulation, which means this history of creativity was not much used. Okay, people did not talk about it. The point need not be dash. The point need not be dash. You might say that what we came to mean by the capacity of creativity was then robustly picked out by other notions, say genius, or originality, or productivity, or even intelligence. So this means that creativity, people did not use the word creativity, but they used the beliefs, or they talked about the notions called genius. Instead of creativity, people talked about genius, originality, or productivity, or even intelligence, or whatever capacity it was believed enabled people to dash thoughts considered new and valuable. Whatever capacity it was believed enabled people to dash thoughts. So from the second blank here, we can solve the question. 2 plus V1. 2 plus V1, first form of the verb. So not. This is not a verb. So incorrect. Avoids. it has S in it, so it is not in its first form, so wrong. C, this is a V1 verb. So only 3 is correct. So your answer is option A, only 1. So now let's see. The point need not be exact. The point need not be exact. Okay. Now what is the meaning of the word pedantic? Pedantic. Pedantic means a person who annoys others by pointing out their trivial mistakes. Pedantic is a negative word, okay? It is an adjective and it is a negative quality. It is not a good quality. You will find pedantic teachers. There are pedantic teachers who point out very small mistakes in their students, and this character is not a good character. Okay, fine. Precise means what? Accurate. Exact also means accurate. So in the first blank, both precise and exact is correct. Okay, but in the second blank, not is incorrect. That's why 1 is not the correct answer. So the correct answer is 3, that is on option A, only 3. Next question. In the question given below, a short paragraph is given in which 3 or 4 sentences are highlighted in bold. So here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sentences are highlighted in bold. From the given answer choices, choose the option that represents the correct combination of sentences that are contextually incorrect. Not grammatically, contextually. So you have to choose the sentences that are meaningfully incorrect. That is the sentence that does not go with the paragraph, the odd sentence. Okay. So let's see. Apart from the slump in new startup formations, startup investments have been low for the second year running. While the amount of startup funding so far this year has already exceeded last year's level, the volume of deals is lower according to data from Traction. Okay, so the first sentence says that startup investments are low this year for the second year running. Startup investments are low, and then the first sentence says that the startup funding this year is more than the previous year, but the volume of deals is less. Okay. Startups have raised roughly $8 billion in the first 9 months of the year, compared with $4.6 billion in all of 2016. Traction's data shows. So, in the first 9 months, startup has raised this amount of funding, $8 billion this year, but in 2016, in the entire 2016, the amount of funding was $4.6 billion. So this means that the funding, the investment this year is more. Okay. The volume of deals, however, has dropped to 700 compared with more than 1000 in 2016. So yes, we can see that in first sentence as well, that the volume of deals is lower. So here also we can see that this year the volume is 700, while in 2016 the volume was 1000. What skews the deal data are 2 mega funding rounds, a $3 billion equity infusion into Flipkart Limited by SoftBank Group Corp, Tencent Holdings Limited and others, and the $1.4 billion raised by Paytm from SoftBank. Okay. So these are the data that are given. So this means that these data, that is these fundings, change the deal data. Okay. So here we can see that the fundings are really good. Okay, and these fundings are changing the deal data. Otherwise the volume is less. Okay. To be sure, the improvement in macro factors related to the internet may spur another wave of new consumer internet startups and investments within the next 2 or 3 years. So macro factors related to the internet, this may increase. Spur means increase another wave of, or bring another wave of new customer internet consumer internet startups and investments within the next 2 or 3 years. Mobile internet penetration and speeds are increasing. More people are switching to digital payments, and comfort and trust levels within the internet among Indians are rising exponentially. So this sentence talks about digital communication, digital payments, mobile internet penetration, speed of the internet. Okay, fine. And use of internet among Indians. But some investors say the worst is still not over for consumer internet and e-commerce companies. In e-commerce and consumer internet in general, companies will have to innovate and find new business models. Okay, so this sentence says that consumer internet and e-commerce companies will still have problems. And what is the problem? In e-commerce and consumer internet in general, companies will have to innovate. Innovation is required and find new business models. If we look at all the sentences like 1, 2, 3 and 4, sentence 1 talks about startup funding. Sentence 2 talks about the volume of deals in startups. Sentence 3 talks about digital payment and use of internet among Indians, and sentence 4 again talks about e-commerce and consumer companies. So all the sentence talks about business companies except sentence 3. So this is our odd sentence here. So option C is your answer.